Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here. My name is Aleece, and oh, you guys, look, literally it's been crazy the past few weeks, but I finally did something that was like a dream of mine for the longest time, and that was I got new teeth. So if you can tell, or I mean, if you've watched me before, you might be able to see the difference. I know it's hard because it's not like you're like right here in my face looking at me. But I did get the top 6 of my teeth capped. So they're also called crowns. And this is really different than veneers. I know in the like Instagram world and the beauty world, a lot of people get veneers because they're much more affordable. They are a little bit easier to do. So the difference between the two is, like I mentioned, these are crowns. So when you get a veneer, it's like a press-on nail. Like picture as a press-on nail. So like your regular tooth is in the back, but you got a layer pressed on top just to give you like a nice, pretty, seamless look. Your teeth are all like the same as how they looked before, same shape and size usually. But then they'll just like make a wider appearance and press them on top, make them look nice, you know, flawless, fancy. And I had something similar to that on my teeth prior to getting this, but it was called bonding. So it's just a bonding material that, again, goes on the front part of your tooth to make it look just cosmetically better, you know? Whereas if you're talking about crowns or caps, they take and shave down your whole tooth to little stubs, which they do with veneers too. But they shave down your tooth to stubs, and then the cap is it goes completely over top of your tooth. So your regular tooth is not in the back, it's not in the front, it's not on the sides, it's inside these caps. So that's the difference. Now, these are more expensive. For example, each one of mine were $1,200 per tooth. Okay, people get different quotes. It depends on where you live, who your dentist is, etc. I've had from $500 to $2,000 for quotes per tooth, okay, for caps. I don't know the price for veneers because I didn't get them done. So here's the thing. I had braces for about 5 years. I'm gonna take a sip of my little coffee here. I had braces for 5 years, all right? When I got my braces off, which I already knew was going to happen, but I have hereditary, it runs in the family, kind of weak enamel for our teeth. Like, it's just not as strong as it can be. I've always had really sensitive teeth. And when I got my braces off, I had the white bracket marks around my teeth, like where the braces were. And also, I had acid reflux for many years of my life, which didn't help my teeth because it's very, very, very bad for your teeth to have that acid on them. So there was a couple factors that played in with weakening my teeth. And it's not that they were ugly by any means, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. Like, they're straight. I had braces, you know, the whole 9 yards. But it didn't matter because to me, they weren't good. Like, the point is, when I looked in the mirror, my teeth were not what I wanted them to be. They were not what I wanted to see. They just weren't up to par with what I wanted my teeth to look like. Especially being on camera all the time for ASMR. If you don't know, I do ASMR. My name is Diamond ASMR, and I make ASMR videos full time. So basically, like I mentioned, I had all these things wrong with my teeth as far as like, what do I want to say, like deep-rooted issues, you know, they needed more protection. Now, I got to the point where I actually broke a small piece of the back of this one tooth right here a couple weeks ago. This was in like October. Like it just broke. I don't know how, but you couldn't tell from the front because I had that bonding material on. But I would feel it and I was like, God damn, someone's cutting my tongue. So I go to the dentist thinking, you know, they'll be able to just fix it. Easy peasy, it's not that big of a deal. No, it's a way bigger deal. Someone's rudely driving by. So I was like, all right, you know, like, what's the verdict? What are we gonna do? And they said, well, since you've already had a root canal in that tooth, which is this one right here in the front, I had a root canal on it. They were like, since you already had a root canal, that took away a lot of the structure of the tooth. Like, there's not much tooth material left. Like, you know, we're kind of gonna have to do a cap. Like, I can't do anything else with the tooth. And I was like, dang. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, I don't want to just have one cap. And he brought that up right after. He's like, you know, with you being your age and what you do for work, he's like, I don't think you're going to want to have just one beautiful, like perfect cap right here, and your other teeth have like this 8-year-old bonding material on them. And I'm thinking to myself, oh god damn, yeah, you're right, I don't want that at all. And I was like literally thinking, I was like, oh god, that'll be the worst thing ever, because I'm already self-conscious, I'm already insecure about my teeth. I don't want something to make them stand out worse. So I was like, all right, yeah, no. So he said, all right, son, I would recommend, you know, just doing canine to canine of all caps then, so that they all look uniform, they all look the same, they all look pretty. I was like, all right, yeah, sure, whatever, let's do it. So let me tell you about my experience, okay? It's not that it was terrible, but it was. It wasn't where I went to or anything like that. They were like literally the most kind people. My dentist is absolutely amazing. I'm so blessed to have them. But the problem was, look, the day that I go to start the procedure, because this doesn't happen in one day. These, like I said, these teeth are made in a lab. So I go to the dentist. They take a bunch of molds, like take a crap ton of molds, see how my teeth are, see how I bite, do all these measurements. And then they take and grind off that bonding that I had, and then grind my teeth down to the little stumps. Literally, excuse me, I have a picture of how they looked as stumps, but like it's really gross and you don't want to see it, so I'm not even gonna post that here because you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? So won't even post that. But so they grind them down to little stumps. Okay, look, this is going on 4 hours. I've been in the chair. It takes a long time. They make them small. Then they put this, it's called like cord, but it's this string almost that they wrap around your tooth and push up into your gum line to get the margins for the mold. And that's how they like kind of measure how your gums are to get a good seal when you get the caps. This part hurts so bad. I literally can't even tell you, like, let me tell you something. I had 16 injections to be numb, 16. I had 4 on the top front and 4 on the back on the roof of my mouth. It hurt. It made me sick. But I had 8 to start with. And then about like 2 hours in, I was starting to feel it again. My gums were on fire from having that like cord in there. So she gives me another 8 injections. Lord, I was lifting up off the chair like the damn exorcist. I was like, this shit hurts bad. So I was just thinking, like, you know, it's gonna be worth it. It's fine. You got this. It's gonna be worth it. So what happens is they make temporary caps for until your teeth are done, basically. So I had temporary caps. They came from a mold that you bite, and then they just take them out and kind of use the drill and just shape them, file them. They looked exactly like my regular teeth that I had before. But they were just going to be the new shade because I went 1 shade lighter or 2 shades lighter. So they put the temporary caps on. Everything was fine. They're like, okay, you got to be very careful because they're only temporarily glued on. Like literally they're plastic material. I was like, oh my God, I'm walking on freaking plastic teeth. It was just stupid. For 3 weeks, it took them 3 weeks to make these teeth in the lab. So I was like, oh, this is going to take forever. You know, this is ridiculous. Couple days after I get the temporaries on, I'm eating McDonald's. I freaking pop a cap off. I popped a cap for sure. This one here fucking falls off, okay? And I look in the mirror. I'm in my car eating, and I look in the mirror and I said, oh my God. I called up the dentist. I was like, yeah, my temporary cap fell off. Like, I need to come in. Can I come in? Like, I need to get it now. I was like, I can't walk around like this. I can't swallow it. Like, I'm gonna choke on it or something, you know? So I'll go in, they glue it back on, whatever. A couple weeks go by, they finally call me and they're like, yeah, your teeth are here, like they came. So finally I go a couple days ago now, and oh my God, I was so excited. Literally, they didn't numb me for taking off the temporaries, and it was really like nails on a chalkboard, guys. Like he just grabbed onto each tooth one by one and pulled the caps off, like just with his hand in a tissue. It's not even that it hurt, but just picture the most cold, sensitive feeling ever on your teeth. Like, picture you're just biting into an ice cream cone and just sitting there like this, holding the ice cream on your teeth. Like, it was just so cold, so uncomfortable, but I was like, all right, I got this. they put these on, made sure they look good, adjusted the bite a few times, and then they cemented them on, and that was pretty much it. Took a bunch of x-rays, but literally I'm so happy with how they came out. Let me get a little closer. They look so beautiful and pretty. What do you think? Do you like them? I think they came out so stunning. Like, I did not think I would ever have teeth that look like this, guys. Like, I've been telling my mom for years, like, you know, I just gotta wait till I have a little more money, or like it was just never the right time to get my teeth done. And it just so happens that that one weird thing, like where my tooth broke, just forced me into getting my teeth done finally. Like, literally, I had the money, I had everything I needed. Like, there was no reason why I wasn't doing it. I just wasn't doing it. So finally that kind of like pushed me over the edge, like, no girl, it's time. So I'm glad, I'm super thrilled. Like, I feel so great. Like, my self-confidence is so boosted. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm on cloud 9. But yeah, so that was my experience with getting crowns. Remember, like, is a couple different things you could do cosmetic wise. You can do the veneers, which are cheaper. I mean, depending on where you live. I don't know, if you're in California and you're trying to get veneers, it might be more expensive, but I'm in Arizona. Again, it was $1,200 per tooth for the crowns. You know, worth it. Like, it was like $7,200 total for my 6 top teeth, and honestly, it's an investment. Yes, it is a good amount of money, but it's something that's going to hopefully last me the rest of my life, number one. And number two, my self-confidence feels great, and number three, my teeth, most importantly, are protected, because my enamel, as I mentioned, is extremely weak. And they said that a couple of the other teeth that I had done were kind of starting to look the same way, where they were worried that a piece might break here or there, or like it just looked a little bit weak. And they're like, yeah, we need to protect these teeth. So that is why I got caps that go completely over your whole tooth rather than the veneer, which just goes on the front, because ultimately I got these for the ultimate protection of my teeth. So yeah, that is the end of that. That's my story. That's how I got these new beautiful teeth. I'm so happy. I hope you guys like them. I hope they look aesthetic when you're watching my videos, and I think they look super natural. I don't want to go too crazy white. They asked me, like, what kind of shape do you want? Do you want them to be super straight across, like every single tooth look exactly the same? I said no, I want them to be natural. Like, I want them to look very pretty but very natural, and I think they did a really good job. So let me know what you think. Let me know, like, do you want to get your teeth done? Have you ever gotten your teeth done? Like, just share your stories. I want to know. Other than that, I'll be back possibly tomorrow or the next day, because I want to do a Fashion Nova haul. I got just like a couple pieces, but they're so cute, literally too cute not to share them. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I know everything is crazy right now. Life is crazy, but just hang in there. I promise we are gonna see better days. Right now, everything sucks. People are terrible, and it's really sad. I'm personally having a hard time just dealing with this year in general. Every day it's something new. Literally, my favorite rapper gets killed, then it's something else, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't take it. So we're all in this together. We got this. Better days are coming, and we are going to be okay. But I love you guys so much. Stick around, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos, and make sure you have on post notifications, because YouTube doesn't like to say when you post something. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.